Hey everybody, welcome back to Hollow Knight. Due to current events, I kinda had to cut the poll short, so if there was a swing vote, I didn't check because I had to do things, but also I...
Wanted to end your life, apparently.
Yeah, I mentioned I'm not gonna do this, but then when I was recording this, I'm like, Because I have the max range extender, so I could do this relatively easily.
Ooh, that was close.
Yep. I mean, 450 bucks, but not really worth the effort, in my opinion, especially since money's so ubiquitous.
Is that all it does?
Yeah, basically, it's... You give it to Lem for 450 bucks, and he tells you a little bit of the backstory of Hollow Nest.
Which I guess if you already know is kind of a waste of time at this point.
Yeah. So, out of the 5 results of the poll, the top one is, and I really should have expected this, everybody wants to see the double jump.
Does it have anything to do with the place that we tried to encourage the viewers to go to?
No. Surprisingly, that was the second least voted area.
Oh, well. Everyone hates it, apparently.
It's understandable. It's one of the largest areas in the game. So one little thing that a viewer on YouTube and on SA mentioned, there's a little thing that I never knew about. We're going to the poop house.
Welcome to the poop house. Who's that?
That's the king. Well,
No wonder
that
the
is
kingdom fell apart.
Well, that's an effigy of the king, much like the thing that we just picked up. Yeah, apparently this king was so beloved that people made statues to actively worship him when they couldn't see him.
The king was so loved that they made a statue of him out of shit.
Well, that was just this guy because he loves his poop, and these are effigies of the 5 knights.
Isn't that one false knight though? The one on the far left?
Yeah, because the grub that was in the false knight's armor actively jacked one of the 5 big knight's armors.
Oh, what an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
So Poop Knight's one of them. Have we met any of the other ones?
No, because I don't think any of the other ones are in the game. They just casually make mention of them. There is talk that another one's in the game, but I honestly don't buy it. I think it's just a weird coincidence.
And we'll never mention them again.
Nope. Because I don't know the lore. This guy got it rough.
He managed to make it all the way down here.
One thing I do.
See ya.
You're dead. See ya.
Like the idea, madness spreads. Oh, fuck it.
One thing I do like about this game though is that the hazards are always varied based on the environment. Like it's not just an empty pit or spikes. It's either an acid bath or a bunch of like sword millipedes or something. Yeah, I really do not want that.
Put thought into this area. Oh my.
Mm-hmm. But I will say, after not playing for a good month, I am sloppy in general.
To be fair, you were sloppy before.
Yeah. The MO never changes.
War's never sloppy.
I mean, in some instances it was, but I'm not a historian.
Maybe that's where you earned that nickname, Sloppy Joe.
I don't want to know about that.
You earned it somehow. I never questioned where it came from, and you seem really apprehensive to tell me, so...
I was trying to remember if there's something here, and it's just like 30 bucks.
By the way, from the lack of Hollow Knight lore, we're gonna go with just Wang lore.
Yes. I mean, there's a lot of dumb shit that appears in my streams, but that's neither here nor there. So the title card for this area is not going to appear for a while, because it only appears if we go down that bright hole. But that's not where I'm going first.
Now, if you're thinking about going down the bright hole, you'd be wrong.
No, you never go into the bright light.
That'd be great if he jumped in and said, "You're dead."
I'd be mad, honestly. On the far side here, just out of view though, is a hidden spot. Well, it's not really hidden, but it's hidden out of the original camera, so I consider it kind of obfuscated.
It's sort of obscured. I want to take myself out, yay!
I wish for the longing embrace of death, please send me deliverance.
Let's see what Spike Face is all about, which is actually sounds like the name of a rapper. MC Spike Face!
Yeah, I was gonna say, would he be Dr. McSpikeface or MC Spikeface?
Or Little Spike Face.
Or the OG Spikeface. Actually, I don't think any rapper has had OG as part of their name, has they? Have they?
Probably, most likely. I love it when you call me Big Papa Spike Face.
I thought you were going in a totally different direction and was a little worried. Hey, bud.
Now, hit him! Hit him!
Nah, he's legit.
I noticed that the ones that are mimics don't go. They just chop up and down, so it makes you go, wait a minute.
Yep, that's good design.
Also, is their chain pointed the other direction?
Sorry?
Also, is their chain pointed the other direction?
Oh, I had to think about that, damn it. I have not played Dark Souls in so long. I don't like the look of this place.
Oh well, let's jump in and fight it like normal.
Well, the fight's not what I'm worried about, because I could just Hadouken it away. But like, all this weird popping biomass in the back, what is this?
I'll never forgive you for saying Hadouken.
What, do you call it Hadoken like everybody else?
You mean the way it's supposed to be pronounced? Yes.
Well, in Street Fighter 2, they're like, Hadouken! God. That's ingrained in my memory, because that was, like, the first exposure to it.
Nice try, loser. Also, man, that blast is way stronger now.
Yeah. Also, you're gonna tell me Shenlong doesn't exist?
Well, in some circles he does, I guess.
I was gonna say, for some people, he actually does now, which is hilarious. That's such a weird mistranslation. I forget what the reason... I forget what it originally was, but that's actually a mistranslation of, like, you need to defeat the strongest warrior or something, but then they call it Shenlong because that ad specifically was originally from a Chinese ad.
And they just went, oh, sure.
They just said, well, Shenlong is a person's name, right? Let's just roll with it. Now, here's an interesting part that we're going to be approaching in a hot minute. Once we, you know, kill absolutely everything. Ah, damn it!
You're not good at dodging that.
Nope.
Oh, hello.
So, here's an interesting point. I'm one step ahead of her story. If we had gone to Deep Nest first, we could see a little side story about her. But the neat thing about her is that her plotline does not require that specific trigger. It only requires 3 different triggers to advance. You just need to meet her at the fungal wastes, here, and then one final point.
That's unusual.
Yeah, so even though I didn't meet her in Deep Nest, I'd still inspire her.
She seems capable.
She does. That's why I like her a lot. She's, you know, an actual character. She has development and is fun.
Oh, I misread that for a second. That's such fuck. Now I have to prove myself, damn it.
No, this sucks. I don't want to prove myself. I just want to hide in the ground.
He's not leaving yet. He wants to watch me prove myself, damn it.
Well, good for you. I like her. I think she's probably the most fun character out of the entire NPC cast.
I don't know, Zoe. Well.
Oh yeah, there's... Oh, Zoe, right. My good buddy. The bravest warrior in the land. I cannot wait till we finish this questline. You will laugh so fucking hard. So I wanted to leave to upgrade my weapon because we got some payload there, but that sure as fuck wasn't gonna happen.
Oh, now we're gonna go into the bright hole, okay.
Yep, now we finally get to know what this place is called.
Why are you almost dead?
So, here's the thing. You need the double jump to get up without a problem. Because the way back up is laced with a billion spikes and it hurts like a bastard.
Oh.
Though in retrospect I realized I could have gone through Dung Defender's house and taken the sewer way. But that was just too long. Just far too long.
A lot of happy music for all these corpses around.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Missing Monarch.
It's hard to tell, but there's a thing that we could get here. But we have to pay 3,000 Geo to get it, and I'm just not feeling that right now, man.
The king is demanding.
Yeah. He needs all your taxes. Hi, friend.
Also, it's interesting that that one goes in to bring up a missing Monarch. Because that indicates that he's not... Well, I mean, like, I guess at some point he went missing but wasn't killed. He might have been killed, but he's missing.
Yeah. That's like the big leading evidence that the infection was ran rampant is because for whatever reason the king effectively peaced out. We don't know why, but he's gone. And then the kingdom just fell into disarray because they didn't have their like god leader. But yeah, the ancient basin, once you actually get to this part, is relatively small and confining. Mainly because when the game expects you to get here via Deep Nest. It expects you to have one specific thing, but we don't have that. So I gotta run around murdering things.
We want.
Yeah. We are LPing this game through democracy, damn it. And the public wanted to see double jump, so I'm gonna give them a double jump.
That's a good theme song for this area.
A better song than nothing.
Yeah.
Also, this is a dick move right here.
No, you double jump. No, get out of here.
No, you gotta pay it in here, buddy. I remember reading up that there is a possible way to get in there without double jump, but I don't remember the process. Now, I want this bench.
You need this bench.
I really do, because we are, we're gonna be fighting 2 bosses this video. So I need my checkpoint. What do I want to replace here? I gotta go with some kind of new flavor, but what?
Which stand do I want?
Do I want shielding? So, here is 2 of the biggest dick moves in level design. 1, here. If you don't have the gather thing, you lose all that money. Well, a good 80% of it, because it just falls off into the spikes and you can't collect it there.
So now you're gonna take it off, okay.
Yeah, because it served its purpose. Now we're gonna see the second dick move, for those that are first playing this game and are probably not aware of this. Not there. I stopped a little early, but there's a speed trap. So if you just, shine spark all the way through and not pay attention, like maybe get a drink or something, talk to your parents, you get hit in the face with a spike and get sent right the fuck back to where you started.
Oh, how sweet.
Yeah, I think they could stand to not do that, honestly. That feels a little mean.
Hey, what's wrong with being a little mean sometimes? It kind of makes you go, oh, game.
What the fuck?
I hate when you make that sound, Wang.
What?
And I'm sitting there going like, why are you doing that?
I ain't doing that.
It's the lore hour for Wang.
No! I refuse. This is not part of my lore.
Just talk to an NPC and you'll get all the lore you want. By the way, the NPC is me.
You're the map maker.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a little gross. So it kind of just hit me just now. Every single time I go through this area, it reminds me a little bit of a certain area. Not from, like, visual design, but from map design. This place reminds me a little of Brinstar from Super Metroid.
I can see that.
What the fuck are all these bugs? Let's figure it out. Where is it? Light Seed. I need to kill 18 more to get more lore about it. Ugh!
To be fair, they seem to be in large groups, so...
Yeah.
I can get this guy.
I don't. The funny part is, though, I kind of casually mentioned that I know a couple other voice actors, and if possible, I might try to figure out a way to voice all 125 complete journals. But, A, voice acting work is kind of expensive, as you are well aware of. B, I have to complete the monster journal. No! I refuse!
It must be totally worth it. You said you were gonna 100% this game.
Oh, god damn it, you're right. Shit!
I think that was a good, visual show of Wang's feeling in that current moment.
Yeah.
I did say 100% jumps in the spike pit.
I mean, in a way it is worth it, and I've never done it before, so it would be funny to do. But also, it is the most grindcore of things, and I hate it. Ah, you poor bastard.
Yeah, the big one choked on that little guy. Mine.
He died for his key.
Which is now yours.
Yep. I believe that is the last key in the game, because we bought the one from Sly, and we got the one in, what's it called? City of Tears. So that's the last key. And there's only one door left to unlock, at the graveyard.
Are we getting near the end?
No. There's a lot of game to this game. Well, that was easy.
Those guys don't seem like pushovers, because they look like they'd be hard because just all the stuff, but it seems like they have to be right on top of you to actually hit you.
Yeah. It also doesn't help that I've been playing this shmup roguelike called Monolith. And because of all the behaviors you have to learn there, bullet patterns don't really fuck with me as much as they used to. So, to the left is the boss fight. And I thought, I did recently just upgrade a super rad spell. I'ma use it.
Let's show how rad we are.
Yeah, because this spell that we're gonna use, Desolate Dive, is really fucking broken. Let's go ahead and turn those off. Where's my caster shit? There you go. There's my moon crystal wand.
Are there badges that power up specific magic powers?
No, but they amplify magic abilities, like it reduces soul cost, amplify damage, modify certain spells.
So there isn't one that's just like, this boosts the strength of Hadouken.
Nope, there isn't one that boosts the power of Fireball!
It doesn't power up Arctic Blast.
Icicle Disaster!
The boy seems sleepy. Leave him alone.
He seems kinda empty-headed at the moment.
Jump into it. Pilot him. Get into the robot buggy.
Just get into the power armor robot. Nope, stop, nope. No entrance allowed.
This cannot continue, this cannot continue.
It kinda is, actually. So, if you're not aware, this is one of the hardest bosses in the game, just because of its patterns. Well, I say one of the hardest bosses, but I basically mean for the area. But, because I have Desolate Dive and the magic badge up, I do a boatload of damage multiple times, and I get invincibility frames on completion of the spell, for a solid second. So I could just dive into something and then walk away without taking contact damage.
Eagle dive.
And we are making short work of him. We're already at the second, like, restoration part.
This also does bring up some interesting lore implications.
You're trying really hard for lore, aren't you, Travis? But he's dead. 4 powered up Desolate Dives. He's gone.
I mean, on top of the fact that it called him a vessel, but also the fact that you hate pizza, lore is now existing.
No, I fucking love pizza, man. What are you talking about? I will not take
That's not what I heard from the lore, man.
I will not take the slander on my character, man.
I heard it from the lore. You can't blame me for this.
The lore is bullshit. Yum.
What's this? I'm gonna touch it.
I'm gonna eat these wings.
These wings will allow me to fly for half a second. Oh.
This is a really good and satisfying double jump. It gives you so much height, and it's a good boost of speed. And now, in between the speed and the air dash, I was trying to show off something here, but I couldn't replicate it because when I'm trying to consciously replicate something, I can't. But
You're
after
busy throwing pizza into the trash, so it made it really
No,
hard to
fuck
control.
off! No! But yeah, after a wall jump, you get your double jump back. But,
Oh, it probably means you can fight him again, right?
You're exactly right. So you know how I said that he's one of the toughest bosses in the game? It's mainly because his refight makes him an absolute bastard. He is one of 3 bosses you could refight. And, it's not fun. I believe this is the 8th take that I've spliced into this, just because he's really fucking fast. Also, one take involved me just jumping off the planet by mistake.
So now you're fighting him in his dream, I guess? Because he used the little, like, blade thing.
Yep, that is exactly what we're doing.
So something tells me the initial fight of him wasn't in his true form because he was, like, old and withered, and now you're actually fighting him on how he imagines himself, which is strong.
Yep. Notice how instead of Broken Vestal, he was called the Lost Kin?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this was the first attempt because I wanted to show just how awful the fight really is. Because after not playing for a while, it's rough. But there is one nice side benefit to this. Attempting the refights doesn't kill you.
But you're fighting in a dream, so...
Yeah. Now let's, you know, properly do this. And by properly, I mean be clumsy about it. The big issue with this fight is that not only do all his attacks get more bullets, he's a lot more reactive, and his little buddies come out way more frequently.
I can tell they just increased the frame rate and the speed of the character so his jumps land faster and
Yep.
the bullets are actually a little bit quicker.
Now, because a lot more enemies are appearing, Desolate Dive is way better for this just because it has a huge AoE, and will 8 out of 10 times clear out the field.
This is the most Game of Thrones music in the entire thing so far.
Really, I've never watched Game of Thrones.
Kind of this dark cello music is very Game of Thrones.
Yeah, if you notice there, I kind of like dived into him, and for a full second I was able to just walk out scot-free. Desolate Dive is super rad, to the point where, until recently, with the recent GDQ speedrun, they actively used Desolate Dive to chump out a lot of bosses until they figured out they didn't need to go there. By consequence, it makes a lot more bosses harder for them, but still, I find it super interesting about how speedrunners handle this game.
I figure speedrunners are so good at it that they sometimes don't need to find tricks. They just know how to win these fights without getting hit once and nonsense like that.
Oh yeah, but doing them like no hit is generally slow.
Now we quit the game, and
Yeah, gotta do a reset real quick. I actually had to pause because my face was itching by then. Also, in retrospect, I noticed for the refight, Desolate Dive is actually not that great because he always backsteps away.
Maybe the game itself kind of prepared for that issue.
Yeah. Also, that little sword swipe there, we actually didn't see that in the main fight because I beat him way too fast. But I believe in this version of the fight, he's not doing the weird bullet wiggle where he just emits bullets.
It'd be fucked if he got killed while he was dying.
Yeah, it really would.
I just wanted to dream while I was dead.
How does that even work? But yeah, striking similarity.
He even has a little nail on his back, same kind of cloak thing.
And for beating him, we get a lot of dream currency. This is how the developers intend you to power up the dream nail.
You gotta bring it to the dream blacksmith.
Yes, i.e. the moth. But yeah, the developers wanted you to do the boss refights and the dead bosses rather than, you know, tad tones. Which is good, honestly. I don't really like the whole collectathon thing that the spirit trees do. In general, I find it better to engage the player for a reward rather than, you know, make them meticulously collect something.
I know people that enjoy that. I don't get it myself.
Yeah, to wit, I got a question for you. What's your opinion on Banjo-Kazooie?
That's about it. It's fun, but it runs into that rare issue where every rare game has a billion collectibles.
Yeah, that's the exact same problem I have with it too. It's a collectathon game, and I just don't like those.
To be fair, it's not as bad as Donkey Kong 64.
Yeah, but that's because Donkey Kong 64 has a reputation for that.
But I didn't know it when I got it the first time, because I was really into Donkey Kong, and then I'm just like, I'm collecting fruit, I'm collecting musical notes?
Man, Tad Tones was even in the 64 days. What the fuck is this?
Now, another one, if you want that kind of collectathon thing, is Star Fox Dinosaur Planet.
Oh, fuck, I played that. That was not great.
It was enjoyable. It wasn't perfect for sure, but like, yeah, that game had a lot of collecting. And every time he picked up an item, he'd have to do this motion where he'd be like, yeah, I got it, every single time.
Yeah, because they were trying to simulate the Zelda experience with Star Fox, and it didn't work at all.
Well, apparently it was supposed to be a different game at first, and then Miyamoto, looking at them, just went, that's cute. Put a Nintendo character in there, I won't give you money. And they're like, well,
Wow. I'd have to look up the history for that, because that sounds kind of rough.
It was a game that came out that was just called Dinosaur Planet, and then they had to remake it into Star Fox Dinosaur Planet.
I got a feeling that if it didn't have the remake, it probably wouldn't have been as great.
Yeah, probably.
Because honestly, looking back on it,
that might explain why Wang called the company and asked them to put Star Fox in it.
I actually don't like Star Fox at all. Just
exactly, you wanted the game to fail.
Yes. Fucking 12-year-old me sabotaged this video game.
Because you hated dinosaurs. What do you think led to their extinction?
Well, I'm prone to making mistakes, but I can't. Weird.
I want to fail.
So, this is gonna sound like some weird, bizarre fanfiction shit, but that corpse has dream shielding.
That's some JoJo shit.
Yeah.
My power can go into your dreams, well, I have a dream shield.
So I can't interact with that corpse until I have 1,800, like, spirit points. Which
so
is not
dream
bad.
Sword's strong enough, basically.
Yeah. Like, it's not bad. It's just, you know, I need to fight roughly around about 10 bosses. It's better than just straight up collecting.
I guess it's a good way also to kind of separate difficulty levels.
Yeah, because...
You know this is going to be hard, so you have to work harder to be able to beat said thing.
Also, in retrospect, it's a good thing that they added the collectibles and the minor ghost bosses, because in order to get 1,800, you could do it by either doing all the tad tones and all the mini-bosses, or doing all the major refights and then the mini-bosses. So for people that can't beat Lost Kin or the other two bosses, which are really fucking hard, let me tell you, it's a good alternative. That way people won't be, excluded out of the true ending for lack of a skill ceiling. So I appreciate that, actually.
I like how they design refights to actually be considerably more difficult than the original, because it allows you to go back and kind of replay those areas with a set expectation and then get it crushed, but also because it's a choice.
Mm-hmm. You're not obligated to do those, which is nice. But also, wow, there is one boss refight that is the worst. Holy crap! And I if I'm remembering the recordings cue right, we get to see that next time.
So I get to hear you complain early. All right.
Hell yeah. See you folks next time.
All right, I'll take care of your pizza here.
Don't you fucking throw that away.